a new experience for the New Haven Bulldogs. They're making their first ever appearance in a Class 3A state championship game. They won their first regional, first semi-state, and now make their first state championship appearance in the history of New Haven Bulldogs basketball. Meanwhile, for Cathedral, they've got some experience here at the state championships. In fact, it is the 5th time they have won a semi-state. Now remember, a couple of those came in single class basketball before we had the 4 games in 1 day format. But they've got a couple of state championships. 1998, that was back in the early days of class basketball. They won it in Class 3A. And in 2022, 4 years ago, they picked up a state title in Class 4A. They are 2-2 overall in state championship games. Cathedral with navy uniforms and gold letters and numbers. Meanwhile, for the Bulldogs, they are in their home white uniforms. They've got purple numbers and yellow trim, and the ball in the air and the tip easily controlled by Cathedral. Cathedral goes right to left to start the game. And Aldridge on the perimeter to Smith. Back to Aldridge. They play catch 35 feet out. Aldridge takes it right up top for Smith. Bad pass goes into the backcourt, and that's an over and back violation. Turnover on the first possession of the game for Cathedral. New Haven will face full court pressure. Ledbetter, Wright, Baskerville, Jackson, and Roger Smith, the 5 starters for New Haven, and the ball is inbounded. Roger Smith, midcourt, Baskerville, drops down low, and a pass that's errant goes off the hands of Dalen Jackson out of bounds, and a turnover for New Haven. So a pair of turnovers, and Cathedral will have the basketball. Scoreless game, just 33 seconds in. Peterson skips it across the defense to Rogers. Now in the paint, spin move, and it's stripped away from Aldridge. Here comes Baskerville to the basket. Layup is blocked by Julian Smith, but it goes to New Haven. Ledbetter has it right block. He's double teamed. Outside to Roger Smith. Now back up on the wing. Gets to Baskerville, top of the key. Baskerville will drive right side of the lane, give a shot fake, double team, so he sends back outside. Now Roger Smith drive and a kick outside. And Ledbetter wants to slow it down. He'll give it to Baskerville. High left corner of the half court. We're still scoreless. We played a minute 15. Baskerville off a screen between the rings. Now he'll take off right side of the lane. Hang in the air, bank it up, and count it. For Deuce Baskerville, he puts New Haven in front 2-0. Smith, Aldridge, kick out Smith, 3 on the way. Bullseye from the right wing for Julian Smith. He's hitting 40% from outside. A D1 recruit to Mount St. Mary's. And that puts Cathedral on top 3-2. Now Ledbetter just outside the elbow. Goes down low, and he's got Jackson. Jackson feeds across the paint to Wright, and Wright puts it in while getting fouled. The foul on Peterson. 6'4" junior for Cathedral. It's going to be a chance at a 3-point play. New Haven back in front 4-3. And to the line to Marcus Wright. His free throw is good. New Haven by 2, 5-3. Now the full court press, and Peterson is all alone under the basket. They threw it over the top of the press, and nobody was back. And yes, there were 5 defenders on the floor, and now New Haven just throws it away. An unforced turnover on a pass to the wing. Little miscommunication because Jackson went to cut to the basket just as Roger Smith threw it to him. And so New Haven turns it over. 5-5 game. And here comes Cathedral. Smith on the dribble on the perimeter. Pulls up top of the key. Fires and hits a 3. Second triple for Julian Smith. Cathedral takes an 8-5 lead. And at this point, they're putting 2 on the board. Looked like a 3, but now they've got a 2. Here's a drive. Ball knocked away from Baskerville. It goes to Wright, and Wright goes in, has it stripped away. Here comes Peterson, coast to coast, down the lane, all the way to the bucket for the layup. Owen Peterson makes it a 9-5 Cathedral lead. Baskerville right wing. Goes low post, and a one-handed attempt at the catch by Dalen Jackson. And it goes off his hand out of bounds. And we're going to get subs into the game. Jayon Thomas, 6'5 freshman, has checked in for New Haven, along with Marqualan Johnson. Cathedral has scored 6 straight, and they lead it 9-5. Front court. It is Smith giving it to Aldridge. Down low, the kick out to Aldridge. Drives, muscles it up, no call. Ball comes off the rim, right back to Aldridge, who gives to Peterson for the little teardrop in the middle of the lane. 11-5 Cathedral. That's 8 straight, and then Baskerville just got stripped at midcourt. Had his pocket picked by Cathedral Skylar Rogers, and then Baskerville reached in and fouled Rogers after the ball was stolen away. 11-5 Cathedral, 4:38 to play, opening quarter. Downtown Indianapolis, the Class 3A state championship game. On the dribble, center circle, Aldridge. Now he steps up between the rings and goes to Smith. Smith dribbles up the arc, down the lane, kick out to the corner where it's Rogers kicking it to Smith. His 3, no good. Offensive rebound. A turnaround putback, no good by Wells. And this rebound goes to New Haven's Marqualan Johnson. Baskerville drives down the lane, and he hangs and shoots and got it blocked, but there's a foul. It may be the body. It's a hack on the arm. Looked like the block might have been clean, but Armani Wells is called with the foul. The 6'5 senior will put Deuce Baskerville to the free throw line to shoot a pair. New Haven down by 6 with 4:05 to play, quarter number 1. Good on the first. Baskerville's third point. Junior. Eyes, fires, and got the second. 11-7. Now the full court pressure. They'll inbound it to Aldridge. Aldridge front court. Now down baseline. Spinning move by Armani Wells, and as he goes up, he gets fouled at the rim. New Haven foul is called on Jayon Thomas. Freshman picks up his first. It will put Armani Wells to the free throw line. 60% free throw shooter, and the first one is short. 3:57 to play, opening quarter. Wells will have one more coming. Wells, a 6'5 senior. And he rimmed that out, no good. Rebound to Thomas of New Haven. Bulldogs still only down 4. Johnson on the perimeter. Johnson to the right wing. Pull up, mid-range, no good. An air ball shot it over the basket. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by the shooter. And it belongs to Cathedral. 3:39 to play, opening quarter. It brings us to a timeout on the floor with Cathedral leading it 11-7 over the New Haven Bulldogs. You're listening to the Class 3A state championship game presented by Parkview Sports Medicine on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM.
Hey everyone, it's Ben from Midwest Box Breaks with an exciting offer for our friends on the radio. We've created a section on MidwestBoxBreaks.net just for our first-time customers to give us a try and get cards and packs sent right to their door. Some listings are as cheap as $10 before the coupon, and all include free shipping. Go to MidwestBoxBreaks.net, scroll down to first-timer deals, and enter code MBB when you check out for $5 off your first purchase. You're just a few clicks away from cards in your hands. That's MidwestBoxBreaks.net, code MBB.
Game night calls for something big. big. Cheering on your favorite sports team can work up a mighty big appetite, and nothing is better than during or after a big game than your hometown Pizza Hut and the big New Yorker pizza. Right now, for a limited time, Pizza Hut's extra large, one-topping Big New Yorker pizza is just $10. 6 big foldable slices packed with bold flavor, and you can enjoy it right now for just $10. Dinner doesn't need to cost a fortune with Pizza Hut. Feed good times. Did you know that Michael Jordan missed 12,345 shots in his career? Sports are challenging. Dealing with the negative is a daily grind. The best athletes can train to be both physically and mentally strong, and Donovan Mental Performance can help you. Donovan Martin has helped professional athletes and corporations remove mental barriers and reach the highest levels of performance. He's worked with Fortune 500, NFL, NBA players, college athletes, and national-level prep athletes. He works individually and with groups or teams. To build your mind game, contact Donovan Mental Performance. That's Donovan Mental Performance.
This is the Parkview Sports Medicine High School Basketball Game of the Week on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM.
Big thanks to special sponsors for this game. Edding Insurance of New Haven. Also Kester's Truck Sales and Service on Highway 930 East in New Haven. Both supporting the Bulldogs in tonight's state championship game. And we've got Cathedral leading at 11-7 over New Haven. 3:39 to play in quarter number 1. So far, New Haven 2 for 5 from the field, while Cathedral's hit 5 of 8, including Julian Smith with a hot start. 2 for 3 from the field, 1 for 2 from distance. He's got 5. Owen Peterson with 6. They've got all 11 points for Cathedral. Cathedral with the basketball. Pass across the defense. Smith, left wing 3. Got it! Julian Smith's third triple. Well, correction, second. The one they counted as a 2. And it's 14-7 and a steal Cathedral, and it leads to a transition 3 for Smith, and it's nothing but the bottom of the cup for Julian Smith. Unbelievable shooting early for Julian Smith. 17-7. Baskerville, hands on the perimeter. Ledbetter backing down, had a poked away, but it goes right to right underneath. He'll kick it out in the corner. The 3, no good by Ezel. And here comes Cathedral. Quickly down the lane. Aldrich dumps it underneath. Peterson, layup, good, and a foul. All Cathedral out of the timeout. The foul on New Haven. It's going to be a chance at a 3-point play for Owen Peterson. Averages 5.2 points per game. He's got 8, and he goes to the line with a chance to get his 9th point here in the first 5 minutes and 22 seconds. And he bricked the free throw. Rebound to New Haven. Bulldogs trailing 19-7. Baskerville, top of the key on the dribble. Little crossover, hesitation. Now he blows down the lane and lays it in. Deuce Baskerville with the bucket. 19-9. Aldrich. Pass deflected and stolen. New Haven in transition. Baskerville to the bucket. And the official put his hand up like he was calling a foul. Nothing called on the big collision. And now the ball, after being blocked, goes to the deck where it's tied up. Baskerville took it hard to the basket, went right through Peterson, and the official put a hand up with a fist in the air. That signals a foul call coming, but he never blew the whistle. Then he shook his head like he was shaking off the foul. The ball out of bounds belongs to on the tie-up, it belongs to New Haven. And now the officials having a discussion. So the ball will be out to New Haven. Bulldogs trailing at 19-9 with 2:04 on the clock. And they throw it in. Got Johnson down low. It goes to Jackson. And Jackson, appropriately wearing number 5, the Jackson 5 lays it in. Makes it 19-11. Aldridge almost lost it. He's tied up in the corner. Ball gets knocked out of his hands, off of Aldridge, out of bounds. Good pressure defense by the Bulldogs to force the Cathedral turnover. Minute 48 to play. Quarter number 1, 19-11. Cathedral the lead. New Haven left to right, front court. Baskerville, high post. Ledbetter. He'll step out of pressure and then get around his man. Tries to drop it down low. It's deflected, but it does get through traffic. But now the ball stripped away from Mark Waylon Johnson, but a whistle. And it's a reach-in foul called against Cathedral. Owen Peterson guilty of the foul for the Irish. So Cathedral will sub in Jaden Kennedy, 6'1" freshman. Minute 31 to play, opening quarter, 8-point deficit. Good inbound play. They got Baskerville cutting to the basket for the layup. Baskerville, 8 points opening quarter for the Bulldogs. 19-13. There's a drop down low, and it's blocked. They got it to Pippins down by the bucket, and New Haven blocks it. Now the Bulldogs, a 3 on the way, left wing, and he missed it. Offensive rebound. Oh, the putback swatted. As Jackson had a look at it, but had it swatted by Cathedral. Now the Irish. Pippins in the paint, goes up, blocked by Wright. Now it's knocked away. It is chased down by Dalen Jackson. .45 seconds. Clock is running. 19-13. New Haven trying to weather a first quarter storm. Here's Ezel driving. Finger roll good by Jadrian Ezel. And it's 19-15. Bulldogs have scored 8 straight. Last 23 seconds, opening quarter. Front court, Ryan Gold on the dribble to the baseline, and a whistle. Hand check foul called on New Haven. Marquaylin Johnson, guilty party. Picks up his first foul. 4th on the team, so Cathedral will inbound. 18.7 seconds. In the corner, Smith. He got a guy to blow by, steps in, shoots a 3. No. Offensive rebound, Pippin. He lost it. It goes to Smith. He loses it on a floater. And the rebound to New Haven. And they call a jump ball. Wow. Smith reached in and ties up Ezel, and that's going to give Cathedral the ball under their basket with the arrow pointing to the Irish. 4.8 seconds. Inbound. Pippins gives it to Gold. He'll shoot. No. Put back. Hanging in the air and putting it in on the fly. It is Jaden Kennedy of Cathedral. It counts, and it makes it a 6-point Cathedral lead. 21-15 after our first quarter here at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. It is the Class 3A state championship game. And after one, Cathedral 21, New Haven 15. It's presented by Parkview Sports Medicine on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM.
Looking for reliable insurance in Northeast Indiana? Look no further than Edding Insurance, an independent auto owner's insurance agency. They've got you covered with comprehensive plans for auto, home, business, and life insurance. Whether you need to protect your car, safeguard your home, insure your business, or secure your family's future, Edding Insurance is here to help. Edding Insurance is a big supporter of youth athletics, and they use their coaching experience to come up with the perfect game plan for your insurance needs. Edding is an independent auto owner's insurance agency, and they have a referral program that benefits local charities. They can work with many different companies to put together the coverage you need at the lowest possible cost. It's tough out there. Go with an experienced agent and don't try it alone. Find out if you can save money on your insurance costs. Visit eddingins.com to get a free quote today. That's OETTINGINS.com. Edding Insurance, an independent auto owner's insurance agency.
Hey guys, it's Ben from Midwest Box Breaks here to invite you to check out our daily live streams on MidwestBoxBreaks.net. We have sports card breaks, stack sales, and live auctions streaming every day from trusted community members, all backed 100% with buyer and seller protection. Live auctions run just a few seconds each and start as cheap as $1. We've got Pokemon, wrestling, Star Wars, and all the sports you need. Our live shows include a chat feature, bid and buy right from the stream, and no purchase necessary giveaways. Join MidwestBoxBreaks.net and check out the upcoming schedule.
Now back to the Parkview Sports Medicine High School Basketball Game of the Week on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM.
At the end of one quarter, it is Cathedral leading at 21-15 over the New Haven Bulldogs. Shooting in that first quarter, New Haven 50% from the field. They were 6 of 12, but Cathedral got 17 shots up and made 9 of them for 53%. First quarter shooting, including 3 of 5, 60% from behind the three-point line. Julian Smith, 4 for 7 overall, 3 for 4 from behind the three-point line. He's got double figures in the first 8 minutes. He's got 11 points, 8 points chipped in from Owen Peterson. Peterson, a perfect 4 for 4 from the floor. He's a 6'4 junior that averages 5.2 points per game. And now New Haven with the basketball starting our second quarter. Bulldogs led in that first quarter by Baskerville with 8. Ezel up top, led better to Baskerville. Baskerville, top of the key, shot on the way, back iron no, rebound tip. Ledbetter gets it, offensive board for New Haven. Skip pass, Ezel, 3, got it! Jadrian Ezel, the 3. And all of a sudden, we've got a 3-point game, 21-18, and a ball knocked out of bounds off Cathedral. Aggressive defense for the Bulldogs. Substitutions back in for New Haven, or for Cathedral. Skylar Rogers and Armani Wells, a couple of the starters. As Jason Delaney goes with the 5 that started the game. Baskerville, backdoor cut. Ezel got open and a great feed. Baskerville to the cutter at the basket. Ezel the layup, and we got a 1-point game, 21-20. Now Aldridge, right elbow, skips it, near corner. It is Rogers with the 3. It's no good. Rebound tipped. It goes to Wells. He missed the putback from in close, but bodies flying and a foul called. Ledbetter guilty of the foul for New Haven. He picks up his first. And to the line, Armani Wells, 60% free throw shooter to shoot 2. Wells 0 for 2 so far in the game. He got that one. 22-20. 2-point lead for Cathedral. Minute 6 into our second quarter in the Class 3A state championship game. Wells, the 6'5 senior, spots it, fires it, and is too strong. Back rim, no good. Rebound goes to Dalen Jackson of New Haven. Front court, Ezel. Ezel's going to drive. Try to bounce it down low, but it bounces right off a foot back to Ezel. He'll give to Ledbetter. Ledbetter at the elbow, outside, right wing to Roger Smith. Gets a screen. Roger Smith stops, foul line, pops, and hits. Shane Roger Smith from the free throw line ties up the score, 22 apiece. Now Wells, top of the key, fires, back rim, no. Battle for the rebound, pulling it out of there, Aldridge, but he was tied up. And the arrow keeps it, Cathedral possession. We are tied. This game was 19-7 at one point. A 15-3 New Haven run has it even. Julian Smith, the hot hand, drives, lost it, goes and retrieves it. He's in the right corner, and the ball knocked away out of bounds, and they say it was touched by New Haven. And that was right in front of the New Haven section, who doesn't agree with the call. 6:14 to play before halftime. Tied at 22. Inbound. Aldridge pulls up middle of the lane. Double pump, and he left it short, partially blocked by the Bulldogs. And then they trip up Baskerville. He goes down. The ball goes free. And taking it in for the layup is Skylar Rogers of Cathedral. 24-22. Cathedral now by 2. Corner, Ledbetter. He'll fire and hit the front rim, and here comes Cathedral on the long rebound and a foul in the backcourt. And New Haven fans not happy about that. A little touch foul called on Shane Rogers-Smith after Baskerville got knocked to the deck on a reach-in. And Brandon Appleton is having words with the official. Here comes Aldridge. Pull up at the foul line. Banks it. No. Rebound tipped. Goes off Cathedral, but it goes to Peterson. Peterson banks it in while getting fouled. Owen Peterson now 5 for 5 from the field, and he'll go to the line with a chance to finish a 3-point play. 26-22. Cathedral up by 4. And Peterson, a 50% free throw shooter on the season, steps to the line trying to give Cathedral a 5-point lead. No good. Long rebound grabbed by Shane Rogers-Smith of New Haven. Lead pass Ledbetter from the wing. Crosses over, drives, gets tied up in the lane, and that will keep it New Haven ball. Arrow pointing to the Bulldogs. Inbound baseline. Marquelan Johnson, the trigger. Shane Rogers-Smith, baseline. Threw into the corner, but Julian Smith read it like a book. Cut right in front of the pass and stole it. Cathedral the other way. Rogers in the corner. It's Gold. His 3. No. Rebound tipped. Ledbetter grabs it. He'll get tied up. The arrow now points to Cathedral. (26-22). Cathedral leads, and the Irish will be inbounding from under the basket. 5:15 remaining, second quarter. Aldridge. Round the horn it goes. To Smith. They'll feed the post. Peterson. His little left-handed jump hook partially blocked by Jackson. And New Haven comes away with it. Midcourt. Rogers-Smith. Gives it off to Ezel. Ezel against Julian Smith in the corner to Ledbetter. He'll dribble all the way up the arc and give it up to Shane Rogers-Smith. Now high post. Jackson drives, hangs, and banks it. It rims all the way around and comes out. And the ball tipped out of bounds on the rebound, and it will belong to New Haven under their basket. Dalen Jackson will sit down, replaced in the lineup by DeMarcus Wright, who returns, the 6'3 senior on the floor for the Bulldogs. Johnson throws it all the way up top to Ledbetter. He'll give it up to it's Rogers-Smith to Ledbetter, and Ledbetter couldn't get his hands on it. Goes right through his hands and out of bounds. Little pick and short roll, and they dumped it off to him. He just didn't make the catch. Now it's Cathedral. Smith, shot fake, goes to drive, kicks in the corner, nothing there. Now it's stripped away from Rogers. New Haven the steal. Ezel, coast to coast, layup. Count the bucket. Got blocked, but they say goaltending. Ezel will make the bucket. And New Haven back to within a single possession. 26-24. 4:20 to play, second quarter. Into the game for New Haven is Jayon Thomas replacing Lavelle Ledbetter. Cathedral right to left. Front court, Gold. Aldridge. Outside, it's Rogers. Pull a foul line jumper, good. 15-footer dropped in for Skylar Rogers, and Cathedral back up by 4. 28-24, halfway through our second. Ezel. High post to Thomas, to Ezel, 3. No, he left it off the back heel. Rebound tip goes to Peterson. Peterson, lead pass, Smith. Layup blocked, and they're going to call a foul on Ezel. Two shots coming for Cathedral's Julian Smith. Smith going to the line with 11 points, got all of them in the first quarter. 83% on the season, and a soft touch on the first rolls in for Julian Smith. He's got a dozen. The lead is extended to 5, 29-24. 3:45 to play in the second. Smith looking for his 13th point and got it. 30-24. And we've got a timeout on the floor. 3:45 remaining first half here at Gainbridge Fieldhouse in downtown Indianapolis. The winner picks up a Class 3A state championship. And right now, Cathedral with a 30-24 lead over the New Haven Bulldogs. It's the Parkview Sports Medicine High School Basketball Game of the Week on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM.
At Kester's Sales, we value quality and growth. Our increasing demand means we're expanding our team. We're looking for experienced welders, mechanics, and technicians to join us. Whether you're looking for a new company or a better opportunity, Kester's is looking for you. Experience is preferred. Work in our 70,000 square foot state-of-the-art facility and enjoy highly competitive pay and benefits. Don't miss this opportunity. Apply for a job now at KesterSales.com. That's KesterSales.com.
Conference standings are tight. Bubble teams are sweating. Selection Sunday is right around the corner. Here is something you can actually lock in right now at Pizza Hut. Get a large pizza with up to 5 toppings for just $10. Hand tossed, thin and crispy, tavern or pan. Carry out only. 5 toppings, $10. That is a full starting lineup. Set your bracket, grab the pizza. Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Hey everyone, it's Ben from Midwest Box Breaks with an exciting offer for our friends on the radio. We've created a section on MidwestBoxBreaks.net just for our first-time customers to give us a try and get cards and packs sent right to their door. Some listings are as cheap as $10 before the coupon and all include free shipping. Go to MidwestBoxBreaks.net, scroll down to first-timer deals, and enter code MBB when you check out for $5 off your first purchase. You're just a few clicks away from cards in your hands. That's MidwestBoxBreaks.net, code MBB.
This is the Parkview Sports Medicine High School Basketball Game of the Week on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM.
Special thanks to our New Haven sponsors supporting the Bulldogs in tonight's Class 3A state championship, including Edding Insurance. They're on Rose Avenue, just west of 469. That's the Highway 24 exit. Also, big thanks to Kester's Truck Sales for their support of our state championship coverage. With 3:45 remaining in the first half, Cathedral a 30-24 lead. Cathedral's led by as many as 12 points. That came late in the first quarter. But the Bulldogs went on a 15-3 run and tied the score, 22 apiece. Now a little bit of a Cathedral run. They've gone 8-2 over the last 4.5 minutes. Here's Johnson on the dribble for New Haven. Stops right angle up top to right. Right will drive. Have his runner missed, and the rebound goes to Peterson of Cathedral. To Aldridge. Kick out Smith. He'll drive. Big jump stop. Floats in the lane. No. Rebound off the fingers of Peterson, and it goes to New Haven. Here's Shane Rogers-Smith driving, running on, throwing it up on the run. He was off balance, and it goes wildly off the backboard to Peterson of Cathedral, and then he throws it away. An outlet to Julian Smith, and they were the only two in the backcourt. Peterson frustrated, looking up at the sky as Cathedral had the ball and just gave it away. Here's Baskerville back on the court for the Bulldogs. 8 points. First quarter scoring for Baskerville. Hasn't put up a point in the second. Here's a 3. No good for Ezel. And the rebound deflected. Saved underneath by Aldridge, and he throws it off Baskerville out of bounds. Aldridge had to go off his hands. It was going out of bounds under the basket. He saves it right off Baskerville. And so now Cathedral with the 6-point lead and the ball. Aldridge, top of the key. Dribbles up to the foul line. Goes to low post to Peterson. Peterson goes to work. Sends it back outside to Rogers. Rogers, foul line. Corner, Aldridge. Left-handed shot. Good for 3 from Keaton Aldridge. That is the first bucket for Aldridge. Here's a drive and a runner thrown in by Baskerville. 10 points for Baskerville, 33-26. And now Aldridge feeling it. He'll drive all the way through the defense to the basket. Layup good for Keaton Aldridge. He was quiet all the way until the last 15 seconds. Now he's got a 3 and a layup. 35-26. Cathedral has just creeped the lead up to 9. Here's a drive by Baskerville. He hangs in the air at the basket, gets fouled, and Baskerville will go to the line to shoot a pair of free throws. Baskerville, the hero, with the winning bucket last week. Free throws up and way short for Baskerville. On the season, he's connecting at 76% at the free throw line, but he barely got that to the rim. Baskerville with 10 points, 4 of 6 shooting. It's his first miss in 3 tries at the free throw line. Second one's up. And no good, he missed both. Rebound, Julian Smith of Cathedral. Got a chance to go up double digits. They got a 9-point lead. Minute and a half to play here in the second quarter. Aldridge, top of the key, at the foul line. Kicks it in the corner. Rogers fires, and in and out on the 3. Ezell, the rebound for New Haven. Long lead pass Baskerville. Snapped the pass underneath. It was intended for Wright, and it got knocked away. Ball out of bounds and belongs to New Haven. Minute 20 to play. New Haven inbounds under the basket. And they go to Ledbetter from the right wing. He thought about shooting it, didn't. Gives it up top to Johnson. Back to Ledbetter between the circles. Ledbetter on the drive, left side of the lane. He spins, had it knocked away. It goes underneath to right, outside Ezell. Long 3. Got it! No fear for Ezell. 35-29. We're under a minute left in the second quarter. Cathedral with Smith. Smith, step back at the 3-point line, doesn't take the shot, hands it instead to Aldridge. Aldridge, one-on-one, spin move, layup, good! Went to the spin cycle at the foul line, and that freed him up down the lane for the finger roll. 37-29. Now a drive Johnson. He missed the layup. Rebound Aldridge Cathedral. They're up by 8. 18 seconds, and it's going to be a final shot for the Cathedral Irish. Aldridge just inside the 3-point line. Aldridge clears out. He'll drive. Under the basket, floats it up, no. Offensive putback, rims off the right. And the rebound to New Haven, a heave full court, no good. And that takes the teams to the locker room with an 8-point lead for the Cathedral Fighting Irish. 37-29, halfway through in the Class 3A state championship game at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. We're going to take a timeout. We're going to come back. We'll give you our first half stats, and we'll set up the second half. All part of our halftime here at the Class 3A state championship game. You're listening to high school basketball being presented by Parkview Sports Medicine on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM. New Haven with an 8-point deficit at the half. Teams taking the court for our third quarter. 37-29. By the way, coming up later tonight, we've got the Purdue Boilermakers in action taking on the Arizona Wildcats. And you can listen to Rob Blackman and the Purdue broadcast on 92.3 FM. And you can listen right here to Westwood One's coverage of the NCAA tournament on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM. New Haven starts with the basketball. They go down low, block, back to the basket, posting Ledbetter. He spins over the shoulder, had it blocked by Peterson, and it goes out of bounds. New Haven will inbound under the basket. Ball lobbed up to the top of the half court where Ledbetter chases it down. Baskerville on the wing. He'll drive, try to go behind the back with the dribble and lost it. And then comes up from behind and picks the pocket of Armani Wells to steal it back. Baskerville again with the ball. Dribbles to the wing, hands it off to Ezell. He'll give it off to Wright. Wright lost the handle. Ball being knocked around. Eventually it goes out of bounds, but it stays New Haven basketball. Well, New Haven trying to be cute on the dribble, but they're just not handling the ball very well. So far, it really has not cost them a possession. Baskerville lost it, but then got it right back. Left wing to Ezell. He'll take it baseline. Drive underneath the basket. Trapped by two defenders. Got it up to the rim somehow and got fouled. The foul on Skylar Rogers of Cathedral. And it puts Jadrian Ezell to the line to shoot two. 79% of the season for the New Haven senior. Good on the first. Ezell came off the bench and was a real offensive spark. 12 points in the first half. And the free throw makes 37-30. That one too strong, but an offensive rebound for Ledbetter. New Haven to Wright. He'll fire and hit a three from the left wing on the line drive triple. A 4-point possession cuts the lead in half to start the second half. And Smith fires. No good on the three. An offensive rebound for Armani Wells of Cathedral, and then he gets hacked on the arm. The foul. It goes against New Haven. Here's the inbound. Smith. He'll drive. He'll hang and he'll bank it in. Oh, what athleticism for Julian Smith of Cathedral. 39-33. Ledbetter. Baseline drive. Skip far corner. No shot there for Wright. He'll throw it back left side. Ledbetter. He'll lob it down low. It gets through traffic to Jackson, and he misses from the right block. Rebound goes to Peterson of Cathedral, and then Peterson just threw it away. Another bad pass by Peterson trying to get it to an outlet. Had the same situation in the first half. That time Peterson had some pressure and tried to wrap the pass around the defender. Baskerville cuts to the basket on the inbound and blew by his man. Layup good for Baskerville. 39-35. Here's a drive, dish down low, pass out on the wing, and Baskerville read it and picked it off. New Haven the steal, New Haven the ball. Baskerville down the lane, spins, lays it up, and scores! 39-37. New Haven within two. An 8-2 run to start the second half for the Bulldogs, and a timeout called by Cathedral. We'll take a break. You're listening to high school basketball presented by Parkview Sports Medicine on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM.
When injury strikes, turn to Parkview Ortho Express. Specializing in orthopedic care for all injuries, we provide high-quality urgent care for sprains, breaks, tears, joint pain, and more. With 2 convenient locations in Fort Wayne and Huntington, we offer quick and reliable orthopedic services Monday through Friday. No referrals or appointments needed. Call 260-266-4007 or visit parkview.com for details. Parkview Ortho Express. Expert care when you need it most.
You are listening to high school basketball presented by Parkview Sports Medicine on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM.
New Haven, the more aggressive team to start the second half, and they have outscored Cathedral 8-2 over the first 3 minutes, or rather 1 minute and 58 seconds. And now Cathedral out of the timeout. There's a collision at midcourt away from the basketball. Peterson went down. He's up. He's okay. Smith has it top of the key. Julian Smith, 6-foot senior guard, hands it. Oh, there's a travel they didn't call. It's Aldrich with the basketball, top of the key. Now he spins, throws to Peterson, right wing. Peterson backs down, goes outside to Aldrich. Aldrich with the spin move. Goes outside, Peterson fires and missed the three. Rebound tipped, it goes out of bounds, belongs to New Haven. Bulldogs a chance to tie or take the lead. 39-37 with 5:28 remaining in the third. Baskerville front court. Top of the key. Hands it off to Ezell between the circles. Gives to Wright. Now Ledbetter pops outside the arc. They got a backdoor cut. Ezell makes the catch, but he was in traffic, so he dribbles outside to Baskerville. Baskerville, high left corner of the offensive half court. Guarded by Smith. Baskerville centers the floor. Still on the bounce. Throws to his right. Ledbetter back to Baskerville. The three on the way. It rims in and out. No good. Battle for the rebound. Right to a cutter. Layup rejected. Ledbetter caught it, went up with it, and had it swatted away. But a foul is called on Cathedral. They call the foul on Julian Smith. To the line, 2 free throws for LaBelle Ledbetter with New Haven down by 2. 53% on the season. Count it. First one's good. 39-38. Ledbetter scores his first point of the game. Came in averaging 8.2 a contest. 6'4" junior. Got it. We're tied up. 39-39, 4:51 to play. The 8-point halftime deficit completely erased. Aldrich drives, puts it up. No! New Haven a block. Long lead pass Baskerville. He saves it. New Haven gets it. Ledbetter drives, swatted, but a foul. And Ledbetter's going back to the line with a chance to give his Bulldogs the lead. He just made a couple of free throws to tie it. Now he's got a chance to put New Haven on top. Yes, first one's good, and New Haven has their first lead since a minute 22 seconds into the game when they scored the first bucket of the contest. 40-39, second free throw. It's good. Soft touch off the front rim. Ledbetter 4 for 4 at the line. A 41-39 lead for New Haven. Here's Gold at the foul line. Flips it outside to Smith. Smith takes it up high. Guarded by Ezell. Smith works on the dribble. Now right wing to Gold. Gold with the crossover and an arm bar. It will be called a foul on the Marcus Wright of New Haven. On Wright, that is his second personal foul. Only the second on New Haven here in the quarter. Inbound underneath Cathedral. They're down by 2. Aldridge outside the line. Drives down against Ledbetter. Outside the pass. And a drive and bucket for Jackson Delaney. A 6'5" sophomore just came into the game for the first time, and he ties the score at 41. Now Ledbetter. 3 left wing. Left it short. Rebound Cathedral. Aldridge across the timeline on the wing. Gold fires and no good on the 3. Rebound tipped away from Ezell, and they're going to say it was off, or rather Shane Rogers Smith, and it's off New Haven and goes out of bounds. Tied at 41 with 3:42 remaining in the third quarter. It's the Class 3A state championship game between New Haven and Cathedral. We've got a timeout on the floor. It's the Parkview Sports Medicine Game of the Week on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM.
Hey guys, it's Ben from Midwest Box Breaks here to invite you to check out our daily live streams on MidwestBoxBreaks.net. We have sports card breaks, stack sales, and live auctions streaming every day from trusted community members, all backed 100% with buyer and seller protection. Live auctions run just a few seconds each and start as cheap as $1. We've got Pokemon, wrestling, Star Wars, and all the sports you need. Our live shows include a chat feature, bid and buy right from the stream, and no purchase necessary giveaways. Join MidwestBoxBreaks.net and check out the upcoming schedule.
Conference standings are tight. Bubble teams are sweating. Selection Sunday is right around the corner. Here is something you can actually lock in right now at Pizza Hut. Get a large pizza with up to 5 toppings for just $10. Hand tossed, thin and crispy, tavern or pan. Carry out only. 5 toppings, $10. That is a full starting lineup. Set your bracket, grab the pizza. Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Kester's in New Haven is your one-stop shop when it comes to trucks, including semi, dump, box, straight, and roll-off trucks, trailers, and more. Kester's has a state-of-the-art 70,000-square-foot facility with a complete detail and wash facility with degrease bay and 2 10-tower frame racks and alignment rack for heavy trucks. Kester's can also lengthen and shorten frames. Kester's on Highway 930 East between the Cloverleaf and downtown New Haven. Online at KesterSales.com.
Now back to the Parkview Sports Medicine High School Basketball Game of the Week on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM.
It's been a back-and-forth game between New Haven and Cathedral. And with 3:42 remaining in the third quarter, it is all knotted up, 41-41. New Haven, down by 8 at the half, has outscored Cathedral 12-4 here in the third quarter. And New Haven has done it at the free throw line. They've connected 5 of 6 times just in the third quarter. They're 3 for 7 from the field, 1 for 3 from behind the three-point line, while Cathedral just 2 for 6 in the quarter and 0 for 3 from behind the three-point line. Turnovers, New Haven has forced 3 out of Cathedral here in the quarter, while New Haven's only turned it over once. That's led to an 18-9 advantage in points off turnovers for New Haven. Cathedral will inbound. Tie game, 41 apiece. In the corner to Aldridge. Up top to Gold. Ryan Gold Jr. on the dribble. Goes right past Roger Smith, down underneath to Delaney, and as he goes up, he gets hacked. And Jackson Delaney's going to go to the foul line where he's a 69% free throw shooter, and he'll shoot 2 with a chance to put his team back on top. And the first one, no good. Way short. Got to feel like there's a little pressure. Coach's son, a sophomore, didn't play in the first half. Second one's up, and that one's good. So Cathedral's back in front, 42-41. Cathedral has led over 16 and a half minutes of this contest. New Haven has held the lead for less than a minute. Full court pressure, and New Haven comes across the timeline with Johnson. Johnson, crossover at the arc, stops, gives in the middle of the lane, where Ledbetter muscles it up, got the bucket, and it's Jayon Thomas. Thomas off the bench with the big-time left-handed layup while getting fouled. Thomas, a 6'5 freshman, with a huge bucket to put New Haven back on top. 43-42, and now Thomas has a chance to give his team a 2-point lead. Got it. That matches the biggest lead of the game for New Haven. Front court, Aldridge to Smith. Smith drives, goes up, had a guy on his arm. As he tried to go up, Johnson reached in and just grabbed the forearm. And so it'll be 2 free throws for Julian Smith of Cathedral. Smith, 83% free throw shooter on the season. 2 for 2 at the line back in the first quarter. First one is on its way. Good. Smith, one of the two D1 recruits for this Cathedral squad, ranked number 3 in the state with a 24-5 record. Second free throw could tie it up. Smith sends it on its way, and it's no good. And New Haven preserves a 1-point lead. Rebound to the freshman, Jayon Thomas. Now Baskerville on the dribble. Spins in the lane. And he just got it stripped away. Little too much dribbling, and Aldridge takes it all the way down the lane. Layup is good. Cathedral back in front. 45-44. That is now 5 turnovers for Baskerville. Going to have a timeout called with 2:45 to play in the quarter. 30-second timeout, so we will keep it right here. 45-44, Cathedral leading it over New Haven. It's been back and forth after New Haven went on a run to erase an 8-point halftime deficit. We've had a back and forth game. And now 2:45 remaining in the third. And it's 45-44 for the team out of right here in Indianapolis. Teams are back on the floor. And it's going to be New Haven basketball with the Bulldogs down by 1. New Haven in their home white uniforms. Cathedral in their road navy with gold letters and numbers. Baskerville calling out a play. And Cathedral will set up in a zone. They're looking to trap. Baskerville to Johnson. Johnson between the circles. Brings the dribble left. Now he'll skip it. Far corner. Izell fires his 3. Short. Long rebound. Peterson of Cathedral. In the backcourt. Aldridge. Big spin move. Bounce pass down low, and Baskerville stepped in front, intercepted it. And as he goes to take off on the dribble, reaching in was Aldridge, who might have been frustrated with that pass. He's the one that bounced it down low right into the grasp of Baskerville. The foul on Aldridge is his first. But it is the 5th foul on the team here in the third quarter, so it's going to put Baskerville to the free throw line. New Haven down by 1, and Baskerville a chance to tie on the first free throw and perhaps give him his team a lead if he can make the first, and it's on its way and good. We're tied up 45 apiece. Round Point, Mount Vernon, our 4A game, and that crowd's getting in as New Haven's back on top. Baskerville with both free throws. Now a drive, Gold hangs, headed block. Izell got it, and here's the lead pass to Johnson, and then Johnson on the layup rejected by Aldridge. Out of bounds under the basket, it goes to New Haven. These are not big guys as far as height, but man, they really get their hands in there and block shots. Ledbetter, left wing. Kicking the corner to Baskerville. Baskerville's going to dribble up top to set the offense. Baskerville to the elbow. Outside, Izell. Long distance, and he bricked it. Long rebound. Goes to Ledbetter. Scores it, and it's fouled. Working on the glass. Lavelle Ledbetter with the and one opportunity for New Haven. 48-45, the Bulldogs could take a 2-possession lead, and they now have their biggest lead of the ball game. Ledbetter, 4 for 4 at the free throw line. And 5 for 5. What a job. A guy hits 53% all season, but when it comes to the biggest game of the year, he is money at the free throw line. 49-45. 3 on the way, Smith. It's short. Long rebound right back to Smith. He drives, spins, loses it, out of bounds, but they say it was off New Haven and will be Cathedral ball. 1:19 remaining. We're in the third quarter. 49-45. Inbound to Aldridge, left corner. He'll drive, stop in the lane. Throw down low to Smith. It got knocked away. Smith got it back. Low left block. Hangs in the air. Missed the shot. But the free ball goes to Cathedral. Kick out goes to Rogers, and he hits a three. 49-48. We're now under a minute left in what has become an incredible game. Here's a drive, Baskerville into traffic, almost lost it. Now he's double teamed. Finds Thomas in the middle of the lane, and Jayon Thomas, the freshman, lays it in. 51-48. Aldridge, front court. Stops, gives on the wing, where it's a cross-court pass to Peterson. Baseline drive, there's a collision. And an offensive foul. Jayon Thomas got his body in front of Peterson, and they call a charge on Peterson. That's going to give the ball to New Haven with 32.7 seconds left in the quarter. Bulldogs up 51-48 over the number 3 ranked team in the state. New Haven looks to take down their 3rd ranked opponent in the tournament. Baskerville on the dribble with 20 seconds. And we've got a moving screen. It's called on the freshman, Jayon Thomas. That will give the ball to Cathedral, and still a 3-point New Haven lead. But now with 17 seconds, Cathedral could try for the last shot. Aldridge in the backcourt. Ezel guarding Aldridge. Keaton Aldridge dribbles right wing. Steps through, skips it across. Big shot fake, no shot taken. It's cross court in the corner where a foul is committed on Delaney. And that is the 5th foul, and it's going to put Delaney to the line. Little fake from the corner for Delaney, and the Bulldogs bit on it. And it's going to put Jackson Delaney to the line, shooting 2. And the first one, no good. Delaney now 1 for 3 at the line. First time into the game in the quarter for Armani Wells, the 6'5 senior. 1.4 seconds remains. 51-48. And the free throw up and good. It rolled in. And a 3-quarter court shot on its way. Oh, wasn't that far off for Ledbetter. He shot that ball 85 feet and only missed it a foot or two to the right. What a quarter for the New Haven Bulldogs. They outscore Cathedral 22-12 in the third, and they flip an 8-point deficit at the half and take a 2-point lead into the fourth quarter. 51-49. It's the Bulldogs leading it over the Cathedral Irish here at Gainbridge Fieldhouse in the Class 3A state championship game presented by Parkview Sports Medicine on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM.
When injury strikes, turn to Parkview Ortho Express. Specializing in orthopedic care for all injuries, we provide high-quality urgent care for sprains, breaks, tears, joint pain, and more. With 2 convenient locations in Fort Wayne and Huntington, we offer quick and reliable orthopedic services Monday through Friday. No referrals or appointments needed. Call 260-266-4007 or visit parkview.com for details. Parkview Ortho Express. Expert care when you need it most.
Looking for reliable insurance in Northeast Indiana? Look no further than Edding Insurance, an independent auto owner's insurance agency. They've got you covered with comprehensive plans for auto, home, business, and life insurance. Whether you need to protect your car, safeguard your home, insure your business, or secure your family's future, Edding Insurance is here to help. Edding Insurance is a big supporter of youth athletics, and they use their coaching experience to come up with the perfect game plan for your insurance needs. Edding is an independent auto owner's insurance agency, and they have a referral program that benefits local charities. They can work with many different companies to put together the coverage you need at the lowest possible cost. It's tough out there. Go with an experienced agent and don't try it alone. Find out if you can save money on your insurance costs. Visit EddingINS.com to get a free quote today. That's OETTINGINS.com. Edding Insurance, an independent auto owner's insurance agency.
You are listening to high school basketball presented by Parkview Sports Medicine on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM.
What a game as we head to the fourth quarter in Indianapolis, the Class 3A state championship, the New Haven Bulldogs. 51, Cathedral 49. Cathedral comes in as the number 3 team in the state with a 24-5 record. New Haven 22-7. Unranked in Class 3A in the final poll. New Haven with a 22-12 advantage in that third quarter. 16 from Baskerville, 13 from Ezel. Cathedral the ball. Here goes Aldrich down the lane. A whistle. Oh, he almost put it in, but he'll go to the line to shoot two. The foul on Jayon Thomas of New Haven. Thomas with his third personal foul. And Keaton Aldridge to the free throw line, a 64% free throw shooter, left-handed, first one up and short. Still a 2-point game. 51-49, New Haven the lead. New Haven has only led 3 minutes and 25 seconds. Second one's good. Cathedral's led 17 minutes and 37 seconds. And the horn sounded. New Haven was heading up court. Some confusion from the officials on whether they're letting. One official signaled to New Haven to just keep dribbling up court. Well, New Haven will inbound it after they stop play. They do not let New Haven make the substitutions. So they will wait to enter. And now the Bulldogs. Johnson, Ledbetter foul line, put it on the deck. He's getting doubled, but he pulled it out of there. Gives to Johnson. He'll fire a three from long range up top. It's no good for Marquelan Johnson. And here comes Cathedral. Aldrich kicking the corner. A three on the way. No. Yes, it fell in. Hit the rim bounce straight up in the air and dropped through for Jaden Kennedy. 53-51, Cathedral's back on top. Baskerville on the dribble, lost the ball, but a foul called. They call it on Keaton Aldridge of Cathedral. Second foul on Aldridge. First foul of the quarter called on Cathedral. New Haven now gets their subs in. Ezel and Dalen Jackson into the game. Jayon Thomas, the freshman, sits down, but boy, was he big. And that spurt for the Bulldogs. Baskerville has it, center circle. They chase him on the double, and he spins out of it. He'll drive, step through, layup, scooped it in. Baskerville with the scoop. 53 all. And then a steal. Ezel at midcourt. He's alone, and he slams it home. 55-53 Bulldogs. Emphatically from Jadrian Ezel. Now a pass down low to Smith. Smith muscles it up, had it partially blocked, goes up to get the rebound, and a foul called. And it's on New Haven. Shane Rogers-Smith, guilty of the foul. It'll be out of bounds to Cathedral. 55-53, New Haven leads it. Peterson back on for Cathedral. He'll come in to replace Jackson Delaney. Inbound Aldridge. Drives, spins, scoops it up, and missed it. But an offensive rebound, Peterson. As he goes up, he had it stripped out of his hands, and we got a foul. New Haven with the reach in. Ledbetter the foul. And Ledbetter picks up his third. Two shots to Cathedral's Owen Peterson. Down by 2, and the first one, no good. It rattled around and popped out. So Ledbetter with 3 fouls sits down. And DeMarcus Wright, 6'3" senior, comes in. Still 6:26 to play. 2-point New Haven lead. Second free throw on the way, and that's good for Peterson. Now the full court press. Oh, they lob it up, and it's caught at midcourt by Ezel. New Haven front court. Baskerville, 1-point lead, 6:20 left. Baskerville bumped on the perimeter, no call. Baskerville still on the dribble, and he had it stripped away. A steal, Rogers to the basket. It's out of bounds, and it was poked away by New Haven on the Rogers drive. Cathedral to inbound under the basket with 6:08 to play. New Haven a 1-point lead. And Wright just threw down Aldridge. Aldridge was going to post up Wright. Wright just reached around, grabbed him, and threw him to the deck. So he'll go to the bench, and Marqualan Johnson will come in. Wright picks up his 4th on that play. 6:06 remains, 55-54. Aldridge post, layup, good. And Cathedral's back on top. 56-55. Back and forth we go. Now they chase Baskerville. Front court for New Haven. Oh, a dangerous pass. Gets through. Now Johnson. Drive, kick to the corner. Ezel. He'll drive. He'll go all the way to the basket and scoop it. No. Offensive rebound, and the follow for Jackson. Rims out. No good. And the rebound to Cathedral. Peterson gives it to Aldridge. He throws a baseball pass all the way over the defense, and they're going to call a foul on New Haven going up for that pass. Not much contact there. New Haven fans not happy about the call. It's especially costly because it's the 5th foul on New Haven in the 4th quarter, and it'll be free throws for Cathedral. Aldridge from almost underneath the New Haven basket just threw it baseball style high in the air, the length of the court. Almost a jump ball, and first free throw's good. It rolls in for Skylar Rogers. 57-55 Cathedral. Irish getting a break from the officials. One more free throw could give Cathedral a 3-point lead. And it's on its way. And good. 5:28 left. 58-55 Irish. Marqualan Johnson, front court. Almost had it poked away. Ezel up top, Baskerville. Now Irish really picking up the defensive intensity. Baseline Ledbetter. Outside Baskerville. He shoots a 3. Missed it to the right and rebound to Cathedral. Julian Smith pulls down the board for the Irish. They're up 3 with 5 minutes left. Smith slows it up at midcourt. Drives on Ezel. Hangs. Splits 2 defenders, but missed it off the glass. Rebound tipped away from Baskerville, but it goes out of bounds off of Aldridge and belongs to New Haven. Jayon Thomas comes right back into the game for Brandon Appleton and the New Haven Bulldogs. Freshman has played some key minutes here in the second half. Marqualan Johnson in the backcourt on the dribble for New Haven. Crosses the timeline. Goes past Aldridge. Now gets picked up by Peterson, so he goes outside to Ledbetter. Right back to Johnson, right wing. Johnson, baseline drive, all the way down to the basket. Muscled it up, no. Thomas gets the free ball and puts it in with the left hand. Jayon Thomas, a freshman, trying to play the role of hero for New Haven. 58-57. Aldridge spins across the timeline on the dribble. Extra pass, corner three, no good. Rebound Ledbetter of New Haven. Half-court lead pass to Ezel. Ezel, a crossover, drive, spins, puts it up, no. Rebound off Thomas, but it goes to Johnson. Outside Ledbetter, top of the key three, no. And this rebound to Aldridge. Long lead pass, got a man ahead of the field. Layup, no, but a follow by Smith, and the block is called a foul, and it's going to put Smith to the free throw line. Up and down this game goes. It's like an AAU game broke out. Up and down. Long passes, attacks to the basket, quick shots. And now you got Smith with 3:47 remaining, trying to add to a 1-point lead. And the first free throw's good. 59-57 Cathedral. Julian Smith looking for his 18th point, and he no good. And the rebound tipped away from Cathedral. That goes out of bounds under the basket, and they're going to give it to Cathedral. 3:44 left, a 2-point lead for the Irish, and immediate timeout. So we'll take a break. What a game here in Indianapolis. A 2-point lead for the state's third-ranked Indianapolis Cathedral Fighting Irish. 59-57 over New Haven. We've got the fantastic finish coming up. Don't go anywhere. It's high school basketball presented by Parkview Sports Medicine on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM.
Kester's in New Haven is your one-stop shop when it comes to trucks, including semi, dump, box, straight, and roll-off trucks, trailers, and more. Kester's has a state-of-the-art 70,000 square foot facility with a complete detail and wash facility with degrease bay and 2 10-tower frame racks and alignment rack for heavy trucks. Kester's can also lengthen and shorten frames. Kester's on Highway 930 East between the Cloverleaf and downtown New Haven. Online at KesterSales.com.
Conference standings are tight. Bubble teams are sweating. Selection Sunday is right around the corner. Here is something you can actually lock in right now at Pizza Hut. Get a large pizza with up to 5 toppings for just $10. Hand tossed, thin and crispy, tavern or pan. Carry out only. 5 toppings, $10. That is a full starting lineup. Set your bracket, grab the pizza. Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Are you an athlete looking to level up? PSM Performance is where the region's top athletes become more. Achieve your goals through high-intensity, one-on-one training with performance experts. Whether you want to be faster, stronger, or more agile, we'll make it happen. Now accepting athletes from 12 years up to college. Ready to get started? Schedule your first session at psmsports.com. PSM. Earn your edge.
This is the Parkview Sports Medicine High School Basketball Game of the Week on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM.
6 ties, 11 lead changes. It has been a back-and-forth game over the last 8 minutes. And right now, Cathedral has a 59-57 advantage over New Haven with 3:44 left. Cathedral inbounds, and they go to Aldridge. Aldridge dribbles to the foul line, now steps back outside the top of the key. He's going to drive right side of the lane, hang in the air, bank it in, good. 61-57. New Haven on the perimeter. Cathedral trying to trap defensively. Here's a drive by Baskerville. Goes right through Aldridge. There's no foul. The ball laid up off the rim short. Here comes Cathedral on the break. Down low, Kennedy, and a pass knocked away from Peterson. Now New Haven rushes the other way. Baskerville gives it up. Johnson, long three, short front rim, rebound Aldridge of Cathedral. Not the shot New Haven was probably looking for, and the timeout's called by Cathedral. 2:55 left, 61-57. It's Cathedral leading it over the New Haven Bulldogs. You're listening to the high school basketball game of the week, presented by Parkview Sports Medicine on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM.
Kester's in New Haven is your one-stop shop when it comes to trucks, including semi, dump, box, straight, and roll-off trucks, trailers, and more. Kester's has a state-of-the-art 70,000 square foot facility with a complete detail and wash facility with degrease bay and 2 10-tower frame racks and alignment rack for heavy trucks. Kester's can also lengthen and shorten frames. Kester's on Highway 930 East between the Cloverleaf and downtown New Haven. Online at KesterSales.com.
You are listening to high school basketball presented by Parkview Sports Medicine on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM.
4-point lead for the Cathedral Fighting Irish over the New Haven Bulldogs with 2:55 left. 61-57, and now Cathedral to inbound, and New Haven's going to put on full court pressure. Peterson to inbound, backcourt under the New Haven basket. Throws it in. Oh, was it dropped for a second. Rogers gets it back. Now a battle for the ball between Rogers and Johnson, and they call Johnson for a foul, and that's going to put Rogers to the free throw line. Cathedral into the bonus, while New Haven, there's only one foul against Cathedral here in the quarter. Fouls are now 6-1 in the fourth quarter. The foul is the fifth on Marquelin Johnson, so he's got to sit down. Into the game, Dalen Jackson, one of the New Haven starters, returns, a 6'5 senior. So Skylar Rogers, 77% free throw shooter, shooting 2, and the first one is good. Rogers 3 for 3 at the line. He's got 10 points. He's into double figures. Averages 6.6. Second one's good for Rogers, and it is a 6-point Cathedral lead. Ledbetter on the dribble. Down the lane, spins, shot fake, goes up and gets contact. That's a foul on Peterson, and 2 free throws coming for Ledbetter. Ledbetter 5 for 5 at the free throw line. Came into the game only a 53% free throw shooter. He'll shoot 2 with 2:43 left, and New Haven down by 6. Good. 63-58. Now 6 for 6 at the line for Ledbetter. He's got 6 of his 8 points at the free throw line. Second one is good. Never touched iron on either one. 63-59, and a defensive substitution. They're putting in some quickness. And Jameer Walker, 5'10 senior, in for the first time to try to provide a little defensive pressure. Peterson to inbound. They get it to Aldridge. Aldridge takes off quickly across the timeline on the dribble. Now he'll slow it down in the half court. And he gets bumped. Aldridge goes down. The foul on Darian Cryer of New Haven. To the free throw line will be Keaton Aldridge to shoot 2 for Cathedral, with the Irish leading at 63-59. Aldridge steps to the line with 14 points in the game. He's 1 for 2 at the stripe. Drying up the spot where Aldridge was knocked down. Aldridge averaging 18.1 points per game. The Dons will be seeing him a couple of times a year. Good on the first. He's heading to the Motor City to play for the Detroit Mercy Titans next season. Jayon Thomas is coming into the game. Brandon Appleton trying to substitute offense-defense. Second free throw is good. So both free throws good for Keaton Aldridge. He's slowly climbing up there. Now with 16 points. Here's Ledbetter. He'll fake, he'll drive, try to dish it across the paint to Thomas, and big to big across the lane, and Thomas couldn't handle it. It's out of bounds and a turnover for New Haven. 2:23 left, 6-point lead for Cathedral. Now you've got the defensive substitutions quickly into the game. It includes Dalen Jackson, Jameer Walker. Ezel is in there, Cryer. Here's the inbound, and they get it into Rogers. He'll throw it to Aldridge midcourt. Aldridge bounces it to Peterson in the lane. Peterson lost it, got it back, and as he goes up with the layup, he gets fouled. The foul on Baskerville, and it will put Peterson to the line to shoot 2 free throws, where he is 1 for 4 so far in the game. He might be the guy you'd target if you're New Haven. On the season, a 50% free throw shooter, and the first one no good. He's now 1 for 5 tonight. Now the offensive line change. Rogers Smith, Jayon Thomas, and Lavelle Ledbetter come into the game for New Haven. Second free throw, no good. He missed them both. Rebound Bulldogs. Still a 6-point game, a little over 2 minutes left. Ledbetter gives to Baskerville, center circle. The state finals logo. Baskerville, a crossover, stops at the elbow. Outside, a 3 on the way for Shane Rogers-Smith. No good. And the rebound Cathedral. And then he stepped out of bounds when he pivoted under the basket to throw the outlet. A turnover for Cathedral, giving it right back to New Haven under their own basket with 1:59 left. 65-59 on the scoreboard. 6-point lead for the Fighting Irish. New Haven inbounds. Up top, Ledbetter. Ledbetter will drive, will spin, will throw down low. Jayon Thomas, big contact, puts up the little shot. No good with the left hand. Rebound Cathedral. And Rogers gets fouled midcourt by Ezel. And Skylar Rogers will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. A 6-point lead, and they could extend it here with only 1:48 left. New Haven got a good look down low with Jayon Thomas, but that time the freshman couldn't get it to drop. It spun all the way around and came out. And no good on the first of 2 free throws for Rogers. Still a 2-possession game. New Haven, not a great 3-point shooting team, though. Second free throw, and that will roll in. Now a 7-point lead, 66-59. Ledbetter on the perimeter. Hands it to Ezel, and a timeout, Brandon Appleton, and he'll take a full timeout. With 1:40 left, a 7-point lead for Cathedral. Timeout, New Haven. 66-59. This is the high school basketball game of the week, the Class 3A state championship, presented by Parkview Sports Medicine on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM.
Kester's in New Haven is your one-stop shop when it comes to trucks, including semi, dump, box, straight, and roll-off trucks, trailers, and more. Kester's has a state-of-the-art 70,000 square foot facility with a complete detail and wash facility with degrease bay and 2 10-tower frame racks and alignment rack for heavy trucks. Kester's can also lengthen and shorten frames. Kester's on Highway 930 East between the Cloverleaf and downtown New Haven. Online at KesterSales.com.
When injury strikes, turn to Parkview Ortho Express. Specializing in orthopedic care for all injuries, we provide high-quality urgent care for sprains, breaks, tears, joint pain, and more. With 2 convenient locations in Fort Wayne and Huntington, we offer quick and reliable orthopedic services Monday through Friday. No referrals or appointments needed. Call 260-266-4007 or visit parkview.com for details. Parkview Ortho Express. Expert care when you need it most.
Conference standings are tight. Bubble teams are sweating. Selection Sunday is right around the corner. Here is something you can actually lock in right now at Pizza Hut. Get a large pizza with up to 5 toppings for just $10. Hand tossed, thin and crispy, tavern or pan. Carry out only. 5 toppings, $10. That is a full starting lineup. Set your bracket, grab the pizza. Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
You are listening to high school basketball presented by Parkview Sports Medicine on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM.
1 minute, 40 seconds remaining here at Gainbridge Fieldhouse with Class 3A state championship game, 66-59. Cathedral leading it over New Haven. The Irish have outscored New Haven 17-8 here in the fourth quarter. New Haven the ball. Shane Rogers-Smith will drive under the basket. He'll give it to Jayon Thomas. Blocked. Ball goes to Rogers-Smith, and his putback is short. No good. Rebound Cathedral. Now they get the ball to Smith. Smith, their best free throw shooter. He's double teamed, and they reach in and foul him at midcourt. Looks like it will be Jadrian Ezel with the foul. It's going to put Julian Smith to the free throw line. He's an 83% free throw shooter on the season. Smith, 4 for 6 in the game. Steps to the line with 17 points. Chance to put his team up by 8. And does. 67-59. Cathedral making the plays down the stretch. Second free throw for Smith. Good. 68-59. New Haven 0 for their last 8 from the field, 1 for their last 13. In the front court, they go to Thomas. Outside, 3 on the way. Baskerville, line drive off the rim, comes out to Aldrich. Cathedral, midcourt to Smith, lobs down low. Alley-oop, and he missed it. And the rebound is tipped out of bounds off New Haven. They alley-oop from almost midcourt over the defense. And Kennedy went up to alley-oop it in and laid it too strong off the glass, but New Haven couldn't gather the rebound. 55.6 seconds. 9-point lead, and it goes down low. Aldridge spins, gets fouled, puts it up, spins it off the window, no good. But Aldridge to the line to shoot 2 free throws, and Cathedral could go up double digits. 50.1 seconds left. 68-59. Aldridge, left-hander, puts the free throw up. Good. 17 for Aldrich, now 4 for 5 at the line. Averages about 18 a game, so he's going to be right on his average if he can get this one. He didn't score until about 3 minutes left in the first half. Short on the second. Offensive rebound, Julian Smith, and he'll dribble out to half court. Smith gives it to Rogers. Outside to Kennedy, now to Smith, and Smith's fouled by Ezel. And Julian Smith, with 40 seconds left, goes to the line. And now Cathedral starting to celebrate. A 10-point lead, and their best free throw shooter going to the line to shoot a pair. Smith with 19 looks for his 20th point and got it. 70-59, and the second one on the way. That's good. 71-59. Now you got a substitution for New Haven. DeMarcus Wright's going to come in for Jayon Thomas. Bulldogs bring it across the timeline. Ledbetter lobs down low for Baskerville. Baskerville goes up strong and scores from inside. Cathedral not going to foul. And so it's 71-61. Now Cathedral breaks pressure. Is New Haven going to foul? Pass across the court to Peterson. Peterson be the guy you'd foul if you're going to foul, but looks like right now New Haven's defending. Well, a reach in. Or did they call the timeout? Nope, they called the timeout. With 18.5 seconds, Cathedral takes a timeout, 10-point lead, 71-61. And we will go ahead and take a timeout as well. Cathedral just 18.5 seconds from winning a Class 3A state championship. 71-61. Irish over the Bulldogs, and this is high school basketball presented by Parkview Sports Medicine on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM.
Hey everyone, it's Ben from Midwest Box Breaks with an exciting offer for our friends on the radio. We've created a section on MidwestBoxBreaks.net just for our first-time customers to give us a try and get cards and packs sent right to their door. Some listings are as cheap as $10 before the coupon and all include free shipping. Go to MidwestBoxBreaks.net, scroll down to first-timer deals, and enter code MBB when you check out for $5 off your first purchase. You're just a few clicks away from cards in your hands. That's MidwestBoxBreaks.net, code MBB.
Kester's in New Haven is your one-stop shop when it comes to trucks, including semi, dump, box, straight, and roll-off trucks, trailers, and more. Kester's has a state-of-the-art 70,000 square foot facility with a complete detail and wash facility with degrease bay and 2 10-tower frame racks and alignment rack for heavy trucks. Kester's can also lengthen and shorten frames. Kester's on Highway 930 East between the Cloverleaf and downtown New Haven. Online at KesterSales.com.
You are listening to high school basketball presented by Parkview Sports Medicine on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM.
New Haven was down by 8 at halftime and outscored Cathedral 22-12 in the third quarter to take a lead into the fourth, but the fourth quarter has belonged to Cathedral. They have outscored New Haven 22-10. The Bulldogs won for their last 10 from the field. The light went out at the wrong time for New Haven. Cathedral inbounds it last 18 seconds. Aldridge has it mid-court. Aldridge is going to dribble. Just continues to dribble. We're down to 3 seconds, and that's going to burn out the clock. New Haven's not going to foul, and it's over. The Cathedral Irish Class 3A state champions. They defeat the New Haven Bulldogs, ending the dream run for New Haven here in the state championship game. The final score, 71-61. Well, certainly New Haven gave it one heck of an effort. Just down the stretch, too much Cathedral. They made the plays in the fourth quarter that New Haven couldn't make, and as a result, the number 3 ranked team in Class 3A wins their third state championship, adding to the trophy case where they had a trophy from 1998 and 2022, and they've improved their record to 3-2 in state championship games. Meanwhile, for New Haven, their run with their first regional, first semi-state, and first state championship appearance ends with a state runner-up finish in Class 3A. 71-61 is the final. We'll give you our numbers from this one when we return. It's high school basketball presented by Parkview Sports Medicine on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM.
Hey everyone, it's Ben from Midwest Box Breaks with an exciting offer for our friends on the radio. We've created a section on MidwestBoxBreaks.net just for our first-time customers to give us a try and get cards and packs sent right to their door. Some listings are as cheap as $10 before the coupon and all include free shipping. Go to MidwestBoxBreaks.net, scroll down to first-timer deals, and enter code MBB when you check out for $5 off your first purchase. You're just a few clicks away from cards in your hands. That's MidwestBoxBreaks.net, code MBB.
Conference standings are tight. Bubble teams are sweating. Selection Sunday is right around the corner. Here is something you can actually lock in right now at Pizza Hut. Get a large pizza with up to 5 toppings for just $10. Hand tossed, thin and crispy, tavern or pan. Carry out only. 5 toppings, $10. That is a full starting lineup. Set your bracket, grab the pizza. Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Looking for reliable insurance in Northeast Indiana? Look no further than Edding Insurance, an independent auto owner's insurance agency. They've got you covered with comprehensive plans for auto, home, business, and life insurance. Whether you need to protect your car, safeguard your home, insure your business, or secure your family's future, Edding Insurance is here to help. Edding Insurance is a big supporter of youth athletics, and they use their coaching experience to come up with the perfect game plan for your insurance needs. Edding is an independent auto owner's insurance agency, and they have a referral program that benefits local charities. They can work with many different companies to put together the coverage you need at the lowest possible cost. It's tough out there. Go with an experienced agent and don't try it alone. Find out if you can save money on your insurance costs. Visit eddingins.com to get a free quote today. That's OETTINGINS.com. Edding Insurance, an independent auto owner's insurance agency.
You are listening to high school basketball presented by Parkview Sports Medicine on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM.
Indianapolis Cathedral makes 15 of 22 free throws in the fourth quarter, and they end up outscoring New Haven 22-10 during the pivotal fourth quarter to defeat the New Haven Bulldogs 71-61. That is our final in the Class 3A state championship. Some of the numbers from this one for Cathedral: they end up shooting 40.7% on 22 of 54 from the field, 6 of 16, 38% from 3, and 21 of 36 at the free throw line. Meanwhile, for New Haven, they were 22 of 57 for 39%, 3 of 19 from 3, 16%. And they were 14 of 17 at the free throw line, an impressive 82%. It was quite the game. Early on, Cathedral had a big run to take a double-digit lead early, but then New Haven answered, and after being down 8 points at the half, New Haven took a lead in the third quarter and even had a 2-point lead heading to the fourth. But the fourth quarter belonged to Cathedral, and the state championship belongs on the northeast side of Indianapolis. For the New Haven Bulldogs, they were led by 20 points from Deuce Baskerville. He ended up with 20 points on 8 of 14 shooting from the field, but he couldn't find the range on 4 3-point tries. Baskerville with 20 points, 5 steals. 15 points from Jadrian Ezel off the bench. And for Cathedral, they got the usual suspects. Julian Smith, 21 points. They got 17 from Keaton Aldridge, 11 from Owen Peterson, and 12 from Skylar Rogers. They're now announcing the Mental Attitude Award winner. And it is DeMarcus Wright for New Haven High School. So congratulations to New Haven senior DeMarcus Wright, named as the Trester Mental Attitude Award winner for Class 3A. So some consolation for New Haven. They do take home a trophy for DeMarcus Wright. Well, we've got to thank all of our high school basketball sponsors. You know them: Parkview Sports Medicine, Pizza Hut, and so many others that have supported our broadcast all year long. Many of them support both football and basketball, and we could not do what we do with the coverage that we provide without their support. And a big thanks to all of our sponsors that help to contribute to these broadcasts. Big thanks to Adam Lundy, trooper back in the studio, pushing the buttons. Hope you've enjoyed our high school football and basketball coverage for 2025-2026. Coming up later tonight, a programming note, we're going to be turning it over to the NCAA tournament as we sign out. And the Purdue Boilermakers will be taking on Arizona, courtesy of Westwood 1. That game is expected to tip somewhere just shy of 9 o'clock. And coming up on 92.3 FM, our sister station, we will have Rob Blackman and the Purdue Global Radio Network with coverage of Purdue, Arizona. So if you want to listen to the Purdue broadcast, you can do that over on 92.3 FM. While if you want to just listen to the game with the national perspective, you can get that right here, 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM. Well, congratulations to all of our teams. So many that had trophies, sectionals, regionals, and semi-state. We're proud of all of them and proud of the New Haven Bulldogs with their historic run here to Indianapolis. But unfortunately, the yellow brick road ends here at Gainbridge Fieldhouse for New Haven. They fall short of Cathedral. Final score 71-61. So we've got to thank you for tuning in, our sponsors. And for Adam Lundy, I am Brett Rump, and this has been another edition of the Parkview Sports Medicine High School Basketball Game of the Week on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM.
Podcasts by Federated Media.